Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. This is a really good one here for me. Gonna have a little bit of fun here. Might be a bit of a shorter episode, so we'll see what happens here. We are getting to the end of this province, so we're starting to tie everything together and getting all of the pieces all hooked up. I'm actually sitting here in the top of my tree here. Figured it'd be a cool place to sit. You can see the big tree starting to come to shape behind us there. But I'm going to spend some time today working on the trail over here from our tree through our tree down over there. Right underneath there, can end up over there by Copper Cable's farm tree over there. So that is what we're going to be doing today. So I need to go gather up some supplies, sort of get a little bit of work done. Gonna get some spruce, maybe some dark oak, and do some trimming, and then we're gonna get a path. And I'm gonna go over and show you where we're gonna steal some inspiration for this path from, which is gonna look really good, I'm sure. So I will go gather up those, and I'll meet you over there where we're gonna go steal some ideas. So I will see you here in a bit. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are out here in between Enderwood Hollow and Talonwood. Talonwood's off in that direction. Enderwood Hollow, let's see if I can show you how actually close we are to it. Move up in the snow. All right, so here's where we're at here. This area. This is an area that Wallace has been working on. Sort of a felled trees, sort of a clear cutting area for our aqueduct area, which is right over here. So this is, I know we haven't been over here in a while, but this is the edge of Enderwood Hollow, and we're just over the hill over here. And this is something that I thought was really cool. This is not quite the style that we're gonna do, but I really thought this was a really cool idea. Sort of tying in the provinces together. And what we're going to do is we're going to steal something else that Wallace has been working on, and it's actually going to be over here. I'm going to fly back over here. So we're going to be using Wallace's little area right over here as inspiration for our path. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some coarse dirt, some isolated path blocks, and then some podzol to make our trail. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to use some spruce logs on the ground as sort of the border of the road. And I think I'm going to do them at the same level, and probably some brown concrete in there. At the level of it as well, to sort of get our shape in there. So I need to go gather some supplies. I still hadn't done that. I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was absolutely a great job that Wallace had done over there. And make sure you didn't feel so bad when I said I was going to come over here and steal this. But this is kind of the look of the path that we want to do. I think it looks really good. I'm going to get it overgrown. We'll get some mushrooms in it. You know, these are tree dwellers. They live up in the trees more than anything else. So there will be paths, and there will be worn areas. Get some gravel in there, that kind of thing. But for the most part, it's going to be a little bit overgrown. So let me go gather up some supplies. Make sure I got everything. I think I need to go fix my elytra and get my hat on. So I'm going to take care of those few little ins and outs. Grab some shulkers, and I will meet back up with you right over there where we're going to be working on a trail. So I will see you here in a bit. All right, welcome back. Ow. Welcome back. So we are over here at the dock, and we're going to be finishing this area up. Like I mentioned earlier, we're heading towards the end of this province, and that means we're going to be starting this discussion about what we want to do next. And that's always a fun part of the fun part. Getting excited about the next one as we're working through the tail end of the current one. This is the dock that Knight worked on, and we're going to be finishing it up, getting this all tied in together, getting this area, excuse me, and this area over here sort of finished up. I'm going to put another similar decking down over there, just a little bit over there. Probably going to do that off camera, but just sort of finishing that up, getting it into a similar look. And then we're going to be tying this bridge in, which I think is a great looking bridge. I love this. This is where we're talking about the spruce, where the spruce idea came in, into this path. So this bridge, and off of the dock is this oak plank. And I was chatting with Cable and Brownie during their stream. Sort of jumped in, and I was chatting with them, and we were talking about extending this oak all the way up into this area, and then have it transition out over here on this side. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be sort of getting this path laid in. So I got these marker blocks laid out, and we're going to do some lighting as well as we go. And that's kind of the other side of it, is sort of get some of this area lit up. But the idea behind it is it's going to come down over in this direction. And initially it was just going to come and tie it back into the tree, the farming tree that Cable has put together. And we're going to get some of this glowstone down below. We're going to get some glowstone up in the air as well. And sort of finish up tying this all together and sort of completing the province. This little tail end stuff that can be a little tiresome. It can be a little tiring at times, because it's a lot of detailed work, but it's really is what turns a good province into a great province, good build into a great build, is that last little bit where you put the spit and polish onto it. So we're going to come over here, we're going to tie into the tree, and then we're going to come back this way as well. And we may not get this all done today. I'm going to work on and off today on this for this episode, and I'll come back and show you some progress as we're going along. I don't necessarily want to turn this into just another talking episode as well. So here's the entrance to our main cave here, and that's where we're going to tie the road back in. These are just some temporary trees we're using to get some stuff done up there, and I think I may fly up there and just take a look at what's going on. But we're getting this all tied in and going to bring this road along here somewhere next to the wild boar area. I think we need to name some of these pigs as well. Clean up, pick up some of this mossy cobble with this really bright neon green, that color right there where my cursor's at. That's really ugly at times. But that's what we're going to do. So we're going to just sort of put this together, get some work done on it. I think this tree's got to come down based upon where this is all at. And sort of, like I said, get the little tying together on it. And that's what we're probably going to be doing over the next couple of episodes, is sort of getting it all tied together as we sort of prep and get ready for the next one, next province, which we have not picked yet. But that's really it's one of the next things we're going to be doing in one of our next group gatherings here. So we're going to start tying this together. Got to get this tied in over here as well to the portal. Not sure what we're going to do here, but I think we can come up with some ideas to sort of. I want to dig this portal back a couple of blocks and embed it in the mountain and make it huge, and then bring some of this down in front of it, and then hide the obsidian a little bit better. That may be a project for the next episode. So with that, whoops. Oh man, that was yeah. All right, well, I'm going to take the slow way and walk with my head held down back over here, and get some of this stuff started up, and then I'll bring you back here in a bit, try to show you the progress that's going on and some of the ideas we're getting. So I will see you here after the cut. All right, welcome back. So we're moving along, and we've got our base palette laid down. I came back here and put in our logs in here, and we're going to figure out how we're going to light this up. I want to get rid of all... Well, that's one way to get rid of torches, but that's not quite what I meant. I want to get rid of all these torches up here. And I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll figure something out. And I got a base palette laid down here. So I just went through and I just put puzzle down everywhere. And laid in sort of where I want the path to go. And now it's sort of the time to go through and let's go grab some coarse dirt and brown concrete powder. Brown concrete powder and coarse dirt. Yeah, I also went through here, picked up all of the need some grass too. All of the shrubbery in here. You can see, yeah, with the shears, because we're gonna probably want to put it all back down as well. So I don't need those for that right now. All right. So what we want to do is we're gonna need some oak planks or half slabs. That should be plenty. All right. So we want to start transitioning, and the first part of the transitioning is going to be intermixing in some. Let's just get that right there on the hotbar. Some spruce, or not spruce. Some oak planks. Sort of hit and miss with that, and getting those in there. Sort of just mixing them up a little bit. Puzzle back in there. Do this. So this is not somewhere where people are going to step, so we're gonna lower that actually down, and give it some depth, and not make it an inconvenience. It'd be really a pain in the butt if I did it like right here in the middle, where you drop down and come back up. I don't want to do that. These are in the corners. So they're going to add some depth. I may put another one like right here. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Probably have to go get a few more. Just out of the, where you would normally step so that you don't drop down into them. That's that trick that you can use with stairs. If you put a single stair in a block like this, I don't have any on me. Let me go grab that. That may be another way we want to go do it too, where we're, maybe we had one of these stairs, actually right here would be an interesting place for it, right next to the edge. So if you put a stair in like that, you don't drop into it, even though it's it's got that dip in there. It adds, when you're looking at it, adds some visual the visual depth to it, but you don't actually drop into it like you would right there. Go bouncy, 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 bouncy as you're going up and down, kind of thing. And that's why I kind of did these, because we're going to go down. Not all of them are quite in the same level. They allow you to go up and down, but then into here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get some grass in here, and we're going to put one grass in at a time. Probably a few actually. In here, part of me wants to do this with not with the shovel, but my problem is I want the puzzle back. So for me, it's important to get the soak touch functionality on it, and then we're gonna pop these as path blocks. So you can see how they kind of become lighter if they're by themselves or kind of dark and on the edges, but you kind of see where they're starting to touch. And that's kind of what we want to do here. Let's see here. Dark so the brown concrete powder is a really cool texture, and I think we need to do it away from, yeah, we do. We need to do it away from the oak. It's just too, So let's talk color science real quick. So if we're looking at this piece of concrete here, and you have this as the reference colors around it, let's put it right there, right? You see all of the yellows and the brighter colors in it, right? Okay, so if we come over here, right, and we only look at it, let's see, where's a good spot? Yeah, right here will be fine. Next to this spruce and the podzol, right? You start seeing more of the darker colors. This piece of concrete has the same hue and saturation as this one. And this one's going to look brighter. And what it is that it's the eye looks at colors and determines how bright they are relative to the colors that are around them, right? So if we put this concrete next to the oak, it's going to be brighter. If we move it away a little bit and put it over here, it's not going to be as bright, and we got to hide it a little bit more than anything else. And it's not that we don't want it to get this lightness on it. The problem is we don't want it to be too light. So we're going to keep the concrete on this half of the area and on the rest of the way out here. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to eat our fish. Yum, 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 yum. We're going to work some coarse dirt in here. Let's pick this up. Pick these up. Let's see, where else do we want it? Yeah, we want it right around over here. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, that works. All right, so that works. And I think that's what we're going to have our path do. This is going to go away. This is probably all the oak we're going to work into this at all. The wood, this planking disappears after it hits the tree. And it's all going to be this. So the next thing we got to figure out, and that's going to be right here, is how are we going to transition up? So we can do it a couple of different ways. Let's empty the inventory real quick. Get all this junk out of here. All right, so we've got some of those, and all right. So let's do this. So let's get that and that. We'll sleep real quick, and then we'll go take a look at what we're going to do as far as transitioning up. All right, so we've basically got a couple of choices. And I'm not going to finish this until I hear back from you guys, actually. I'd like to know what you guys' thoughts are. So we have a wood transition with the spruce, right? Which is not necessarily bad, but not necessarily a good thing. I mean, it's just a matter of getting this to look right, which we can do as we do this real quick. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, that'll keep everybody moving along. So we can do it with wood. Okay, that's option A. Or we can do the same thing with stone, like that. So, stone or spruce? What do you guys think? Let me, you know what? We're going to play with it because it's kind of fun to play with different things. I'm going to throw this up as a poll. So if you vote for one of the two, either the spruce or the stone, let me know what you guys think is better. I think I'm leaning to the spruce, but I'm going to let you guys decide on that one, to be honest with you. So I'll put a poll up. We can make a decision, and then we'll do all these transitions as whatever we decide for that. So we'll have a couple of them here and a lot of them over here. So keep that in mind, as it's going to be kind of heavy as we go down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time off camera working on this stuff, but I'm and getting this all laid out, and then once we get our poll done, we'll see what everybody wants to do. So that is what I got time for today. I'd love to hear your feedback, your comments on what's going on, how you think things are going. Just go ahead and leave me comments down below. Definitely, like I said, I always want to hear from you guys, what you guys are thinking or going on. You know, just if you want to strike up a conversation, just throwing ideas out or whatever, hey, go for it. You're never gonna hurt my feelings about telling me what you think something looks like, or if it should change, or what we should do. You know, we got thick skin, so feel free to voice your opinion. You can do that down below in the comments. You can find me on Twitter if you just sort of like to see what we're doing. I'm at a wandering nerd. You can also follow the World of Otium at a World of Otium. You know, that's pretty much what we've got for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it may be a little bit shorter. I'm gonna be working on this path and sort of just getting things all tied together, trying to put the bow on everything. So let me know your thoughts, and until next time, this is a Wandering Nerd.